Hello everyone and welcome. We're here today to talk about something really important, the future of our South Shores community. This isn't just about numbers on a page, it's about a shared vision for 2026 and beyond.
First things first, a quick note. Look, we know it's taken some time to get to this point, but behind the scenes, a ton of work has been done to get our finances back on solid footing, to re-baseline everything. So now we can finally stop looking back and start planning for a new era. It's time for a reset.
So, here's our game plan for this explainer. We'll talk about this fresh start, look at the progress we can already see, dive into the 2026 financial plan, get into some really major opportunities on the table, and then talk about how we all move forward from here.
All right, so let's start with the good stuff, the progress we can actually see. It's one thing to talk about plans, but it's another to see your money making a real difference around the community.
I'm sure you've noticed the results of your strata fees firsthand. Our grounds are looking so much better thanks to a real focus on gardening. We've done major, much-needed work on the main pool. We've been proactive about getting rid of those old pines and replanting. And of course, the upgrades to security and lighting make the whole place feel safer.
It's the kind of progress you can actually see and feel every single day. So I have to ask, don't you all agree our community is looking great? But, there's still more to do. This is really just the beginning. Okay. Now let's get into the heart of it, the 2026 financial plan. And I really want you to think of this not as a cost, but as an investment in the place we all call home.
So the total proposed budget for 2026 is $379,401. Now that one number covers absolutely everything, from our day-to-day operations and all that essential maintenance to some really exciting new opportunities that we're about to get into.
And let's be direct about this. Yes, this is a change from last year. We're not hiding from that. But it's a strategic change. It's designed to properly fund all the great work you've been seeing, and this is the most important part, to secure the long-term value of our homes.
So, you might be asking, what does that big number mean for me personally? Well, it all comes down to something called the lot entitlement value, or LEV. It's really just a fair way to divide up the total cost. Think of it like splitting a dinner bill, where everyone pays their proportionate share.
And the calculation is pretty straightforward. First, we all vote to approve the total budget at the AGM. Then, that total is divided by the community's aggregate lot entitlement, which is $8,878, to get a single rate. Finally, that rate is just multiplied by your villa's specific LLV. It's a transparent system designed to be fair for everyone.
Okay, so that's the how, but the why is where it gets really exciting. This budget isn't just about maintaining the status quo, it's about unlocking 3 major opportunities that could genuinely shape the future of South Shores.
We're talking about 3 potential game changers here. An opportunity to secure 11 blocks of land for free, a chance to buy back Villa 1 and restore it as a community asset, and the ability to hire a new caretaker to keep our standards high. Let's break each of those down.
Yep, you are reading that right. $0. The developer has reoffered to gift our community 11 undeveloped blocks of land. I mean, how often does an opportunity like this come along?
And this is the exact land we're talking about, right here on the map. This is the space that, let's be honest, we've all been relying on for overflow parking for over 20 years now. This is our chance to make it officially ours, for good. So let's look at the choice here. We can accept the land, which comes with an upkeep cost of about $337 per villa a year, or we can decline it and pay nothing, but we'd be risking a potential 5 to 10% hit to our property values if that parking disappears. It seems like a small investment to protect a much, much larger one.
Now, for the second major opportunity, and this one is about more than just a real estate transaction. For many in our community, this is seen as an opportunity to right a wrong. We're talking about Villa 1.
And I want to be crystal clear about this. The committee is not making this decision. We are simply presenting the idea, the opportunity, to buy back Villa 1, so that this time, every single owner gets to have a say in a completely fair and transparent vote. This is about deciding its future, together.
And finally, a practical but absolutely crucial point. We want to say a huge thank you to our current caretaker, who is retiring after years of dedicated service. To make sure the high standards they set are maintained, this budget allows us to hire a new manager, ensuring a seamless transition and the continued care our beautiful community deserves.
So, that brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation, how we move forward from here, together. Because your voice is what truly shapes our future. This whole plan has been a balancing act.
The committee has worked really hard to weigh the necessary budget adjustments against these incredible initiatives. Initiatives that are specifically designed to protect and enhance the value and the enjoyment of our community for every single one of us.
Now, what we've gone through here is the big picture. For all the nitty-gritty details, the full budget breakdown, the specifics on each proposal, please make sure you review your AGM pack. Everything you need to make an informed decision is in there.
Because ultimately, this all comes down to your vote at the AGM. Your vote is what shapes our future. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. What kind of community do we want to build together for the next 20 years? Your decision will be the answer. Thank you.